Hey everyone, welcome back to Boss from Home Jobs, where we talk about remote work, opportunities, and also help you understand what companies are actually looking for. If you're currently searching for a remote work from home job, today's video is for you because I have 3 opportunities that may be worth exploring, especially if you're looking for positions that don't require a 4-year degree. And as always, we're going to break down who the company is, what the job actually involves, the qualifications, the benefits that are available, and who I think may be a good fit. And remember, when I say beginner friendly, I do want you to take note that that does not necessarily mean no experience is required. I'm looking for roles where the qualifications may be a lot more accessible to someone who's trying to enter a new field or build on transferable experience. So let's get into the first opportunity here. First up, we have an AR specialist position with Mercy Medical Center. They're based in Baltimore, Maryland, and AR stands for Accounts Receivable. So if you're interested in healthcare administration, billing, or working behind the scenes in a medical setting, this one caught my attention. So Mercy Medical Center, they are a healthcare organization serving the Baltimore area, and this particular position falls under administrative support. So the organization also highlights several workplace recognitions, including being named one of America's most trustworthy companies by Newsweek for 3 consecutive years from 2023 all the way to 2025. That's pretty amazing. All right, so for this particular position, this one, according to the posting here, this role is responsible for helping the hospital's billing process. So that includes reviewing and preparing hospital claims, making sure that the claims are sent to the appropriate insurance company, and following up when the hospital receives a payment or a rejection. So a person in this position would also work with other finance departments to help identify and also correct problems that could delay payment. So in simple terms, this person is helping make sure that hospital claims are accurate, submitted correctly, and followed through so that payments can be processed. So I think this could be very interesting for someone who is organized, detail-oriented, very comfortable working with information, and also someone who's interested in healthcare administration or even medical billing. And there's an important detail here. The posting does say that care first experience is preferred, not required. So the minimum education requirement listed here is a high school diploma or GED, which can make this worth looking into for someone who just does not have a college degree. And so this is listed as a full-time regular position with an 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. schedule. The pay is posted here depending on different factors like your experience and other factors that are determined by the employer. The position also lists their benefits for eligible employees, and this includes health care, prescription, vision, dental coverage, 403B retirement plan, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and additional employee benefits. So there's just a quick tip that I want to share when you are applying for this particular position as it relates to your resume. So I always say this, but I will reiterate, do not copy the job description onto your resume, okay? Don't use a standard copy paste template, all right? Instead, you want to look at your previous experience, look at the skills that you have that can actually transfer to this role. So for example, if you've worked with customer accounts in a previous position, perhaps you processed payments or you reviewed documents, you did a little data entry, entering information into computer systems, catching errors, or following up on outstanding issues, those are the types of experiences that you would want to highlight in order to help connect your background to this particular position, even if your previous job title was not accounts receivable specialist. So that's our first opportunity. If you're interested in more healthcare administration, medical billing, or accounts receivable, this one would be worth taking a closer look at. But let's move on to job number 2. So moving on to this next one, this is a little different because we're stepping outside of healthcare. This is a travel consultant position with Travel Incorporated. So if you enjoy helping people, communicating with customers, you you are interested in the travel industry, this could be worth taking a closer look at. So Travel Incorporated is a travel services company. They focus on connecting technology with business travel and client service. So one thing that immediately stood out to me about this particular opportunity is that they are positioning it as an opportunity to start a career in the travel industry rather than requiring that you have, years of travel experience. So let's just back up a little bit and talk about what someone working in this position would be doing. So after completing the training phase, this person is working with clients through phone calls, email, and chat. This person is listening to what clients are looking for, helping develop travel plans, guiding them through the itinerary options and changes, and also helping to resolve issues that may come up. This person is also working with internal teams to help make sure that travel arrangements are handled accurately. And so, in simple terms, this person is helping clients plan and manage their travel while also providing customer support throughout the process. And here's the biggest reason why I included this into our beginner-friendly jobs video, because the company provides 6 months of paid training through their TI University program. So if you're local to their office, this would be conducted in person. But if you're not local, the training is mostly remote. But there are 2 in-person weeks at their Duluth, Georgia office. And according to the posting here, Travel Incorporated will provide the travel for those required training weeks. And so after the training is done, the position transitions to remote work. So when we think about the job opportunity, the position, I think this would be a particularly interesting option for someone who has like strong communication skills, someone who enjoys helping people, is comfortable using technology, and just wants to break into the travel industry. You don't necessarily need previous travel experience because the company says that previous client service or call center experience is a plus. It's not required. So they're basically looking for someone who's organized, who looks at details, detail-oriented, and comfortable with email and chat, also comfortable working in a structured environment. The educational requirement here is a high school diploma or equivalent, and they also want someone with strong customer service mindset, good communication skills, and the ability to learn and use different digital tools. So because this position involves handling client information and coordinating travel details, being organized and also paying attention to the details will also be very important. Now, there's one very important thing that I want to, explain before you apply. This is not a traditional daytime remote position, right? During training, the schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But after the training is done, this position moves to third shift, with those start times being approximately 9 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you're specifically looking for an overnight or late evening work from home job, that could actually make this one more interesting. But if you're looking for a traditional daytime schedule, this may not be a good fit. The position is remote after training, but the company does have some specific work from home requirements, including dedicated home office, high-speed internet. They specifically note that they do not want you to have satellite, T-Mobile, or Verizon home internet. And so the company also says that employees may need to travel to their Duluth office 2 to 3 times per year for special meetings, including team engagement and development. So one thing I want to point out here is that the job posting lists the position as an hourly job, but the specific pay rate was not included here in the information provided. So I would double check with the company's application page or even glassdoor.com to get an idea of their current compensation details before you apply. So overall, I would consider this a beginner-friendly opportunity for the travel industry because the company, they provide extensive paid training and they don't require previous client service or call center experience. But beginner-friendly does not always mean easy because you're still dealing with clients, schedules, travel details, and also potentially time sensitive problems. So, communication, organization, and just staying calm under pressure are going to be very important. So, as far as resume is concerned, if you don't have travel experience, don't sweat it on your resume. Don't even apologize for it, right? Instead, highlight the experience that you do have. Like, for example, if you come from a customer service background, maybe you've done hospitality, retail background, reception background. If you're coming from a role where you helped customers and you solved their problems, then you want to explain what you actually accomplished. So instead of saying, hey, I helped customers, you would want to broaden that out just a little bit more and match what they are looking for in their best candidate. So you would say something more so along the lines of assisted customers with questions and resolved issues while maintaining accurate records and providing timely follow-up. So that's much more stronger because it shows the employer that the skills you have are valuable skills to bring to the table. So if you're looking for a way to get your foot in the door in the travel industry, especially if you are open to working the third shift, this is definitely one you want to explore further. But now let's get on to our last job number 3, and that is the Member Contact Center Sales Associate with AAA Club Alliance. This one is a great option if you have a background in customer service, call centers, or sales. The position is fully remote, and both full-time and part-time positions are available. The starting pay is mentioned here, and it all depends on factors like your location. There's also a monthly incentive plan based on the individual performance, and if you work second shift, there's an additional 8% shift differential. So let's get into the job opportunity, what this person actually does. So this person helps the AAA members with things like their membership benefits, their travel planning and reservations, as well as roadside assistance, driving school information, financial services, and general account questions. But there is an important piece to this job that this is a sales position. So this person would be expected to recommend and sell AAA memberships as well as their travel products, financial services, and other AAA offerings that are based on the members' needs. So the company describes the approach here as consultative and relationship-based. So you're not just answering questions, but you're also expected to meet sales and performance goals. Now, here's one thing that I want you to pay attention to if you are interested in applying to this particular job. So AAA is looking for candidates with a high school diploma or the equivalent, and at least 2 years of sales experience, preferably with call center or inbound call experience. So I would consider this beginner friendly for someone trying to get into a remote sales or contact center career, but I would not consider it entry level job for someone with absolutely no work experience. So there are some great benefits as well too. This is a work from home position, and AAA provides the computer equipment. You also get more than 2 weeks of paid time off in your first year, paid company holidays, medical, dental, vision insurance, and 401k with company match of up to 7% for full-time employees. They also offer opportunities for career mobility and learning reimbursement as well. And here's something really important for someone with children or other responsibilities at home. The training schedule is not flexible. Okay, you definitely want to keep that in mind. The training is paid and it takes place virtually Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the first 5 weeks, and you have to be available for all of it. And so after training, there are first and second shift schedules available with set schedules starting sometime between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and one weekend shift each week is required. There are some work from home requirements you definitely want to know about. So this person should have a private workspace, and AAA says that the environment must be free from disruptions. So you need stable, secure, hardwired internet connection because Wi-Fi is not permitted for this role. And the position is not available nationwide. So you must live in one of the eligible territories here, including Connecticut, Delaware, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, or West Virginia. So mentioned here as well is the next hire training classes, and they are scheduled to begin September 14th. So if you meet the requirements and you also live in one of those states, this could be worth checking out. All right. So overall, when we take note of all of this, I think this is a good opportunity for someone who already has customer service or sales experience and just wants to take that experience into a remote work from home contact center position with benefits and opportunities to move upwards. All right, guys. So those are the 3 beginner friendly remote jobs that I wanted to share with you guys today. If you are looking for a real, legitimate remote work from home opportunity, hopefully one of these positions stood out to you and gave you another job to add to your list. And do remember, always read the full job description and make sure that you meet the requirements before you apply. If you found this video to be helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like it. Also subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss the next round of remote jobs that I share. The next video will be on Thursday. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.